A warm welcome to this webinar titled on mathematical documentation and computation using online tools. First of all, I'd like to thank the management of St. Mary's College, Thoothukudi, especially Reverend Sister Principal, the HOD Department of Mathematics, and the organizer of this webinar. So, I just wanted to get into the session directly. In the first 3 slides, we are going to just discuss about what is Latic, why we should learn Latic, where Latic is embedded. Okay, first we can see what is Latic. It's kind of programming language, but I'm sure about it. It will not be like a difficult one. You can just generate or you can produce one document in a highly professional manner as a well-designed document. Why we should learn Latic? It is needed to focus only about whatever your content you are going to just paste it on your tick. It is not needed to worry to care about the design at the same time, alignment, like whatever you are facing in your Word. It's completely different from the Word. It's kind of user-friendly software. You can just produce one document in a highly professional, at the same time customizable document. Next, where Latic is embedded. I just wanted to show just 3 examples to you. You may have already noticed it, but you didn't know the proper reason which is the behind concept, that is the Latic code was there. I just wanted to show one example, that is MathJax. So I just wanted to show one website which is already saved as a bookmark. So you would have seen many times some of the academic journals were just being as open access journals, which was having some mathematical expressions in that particular article. But that time you didn't notice there was a behind with that mathematical expressions were embedded with Latic codes. I just wanted to show one example of this paper from the Springer journal, that is, here you could see some mathematical expressions. So if I just wanted to use this mathematical expressions, actually they are produced this by using Latic codes. So you can just come to notice it by simply right click it, and then there was 2 codes were embedded. One code is MathML code, one more code is take commands. So here you could see there is a beautiful Latic command was behind concept to produce this particular equation. So if you want to use this code, you can just simply right click and then go into the take commands. You can even simply copy down and then you can paste it in your present Latic compiler. You can even use this codes whatever you are going to prepare as a paper article. You can just copy down from the already existing article. You can simply copy down and then paste it in your present Latic document. So this is one example. So one more thing, so most of the times you would have practiced with equation editor, which was already associated with MS Word. So here I am going to just give one equation. See here. So usually you will be using this kind of notations, mathematical notations to insert one equation. So instead of that, if you have some knowledge about Latic, so it is easy to just type as a Latic code. So here I just wanted to show to you one example. See here, for example, so there is a code to show summation. I just need to use a Latic command, that is /sum. For example, if I want to insert one more thing, I just wanted to show to you, if I want to insert one square root of 5, for example, so there is a code, that is Latic code sqrt. So if you just give a space, you can automatically get square root of 5. So likewise equation editor is also associated with the take commands. I just wanted to show to you just 3rd command, that is math type. In math type, Okay, first I need to delete this. Yeah, math type, there was given one option, that is toggle tick. So I hope you could see this toggle tick. So here what will help you? So already you have just copied one thing. Okay, so you can just simply copy down and then you can paste it over here. I just need to give this as a math code, like by just giving this between the dollars, and then after this I need to copy down, select this, and then if I press just simply like toggle tick, automatically it converts as a whatever you have seen in there as a present article, which was there as an open access article. So simply you can just delete the particular part. You can even use this, you can just generate this as a math type command also. So I hope you have understood this. So this will be the easier part to generate as the math type also. So math type is also embedded with text commands. That's what I just wanted to conclude this. So I just wanted to go back to the presentation slides. Okay. Okay. I hope you are understood at which places LaTeX codes are embedded. So just kindly do listen each and every seconds of this video. Surely you will be enjoying by preparing text document after this session. So it will be sure you can just learn the LaTeX. It will be in an easier mode. Okay. What are all the LaTeX editors are available in offline mode? Okay. So here you could see first one is Technique Center, Tech Maker. Second one is Technique Center. Third one is Text Studio. Fourth one is Likes. Fifth one is WinEdit. These are some LaTeX compiler which are popular one. So among which I like to recommend to you use Text Studio, which I am using now. So this will be the user friendly software. The interfaces are highly professional. At the same time, if you are a beginner, you can just start using Text Studio. So that will be a easier one. So you will be enjoying once you can install it. At the same time, I don't want to waste the time by just saying how to install the software. Anyway, I just share the procedure of installation of this software, everything. Once the session gets over, you will receive as a mail how to install the software. Okay. Once if you want to compile any LaTeX document, there is one backbone, that is one more software, that is Latex Distribution. So these are three distributions are popular one. So on Windows you could see MikTeX and then TeXLive. On Linux, if you are using, there will be required TeXLive. If you are supposed to use Mac, so there is a LaTeX distribution name is MacTeX. So here I am using Windows, so I am using that MikTeX. So that will be a preferred one. So it can produce, it can provide thousands of packages which is needed to compile your document. So with this two LaTeX editor, and one more thing is LaTeX distribution, you can just compile your document. Okay, these are two things are important: LaTeX distribution software. One more thing is LaTeX compiler. Okay, so here I'm just going to show one to you one sample LaTeX. So here I have already installed Text Studio in my system. So I'm going to just simply copy down this and then paste it into my Text Studio. Okay. So the appearance of this LaTeX will be like this. So here this will be the appearance of Text Studio. So here you could find some of the user friendly interfaces are there. So that's why I'm just preferring this. If you are typing any article related to mathematics subject discipline, so it is highly recommended to use this text studio. Okay, so here first I'm going to prepare one template is about article academic, you're going to submit in academic journals. So I'm just wanted to prepare one template of article. So here I need to create one just template. It was there already feeded as a template. So here you should go get into this option, that is file and then new from template. So here what is needed to prepare article. Okay, so just I need to click article. After this I need to just simply press OK. Okay, so after this it was saved as a Latex codes, so it is not needed to memorize the codes. Okay, it was there feeded as the template. So that's why I'm just preferring this text studio software. Everything is there. If you want to generate one thesis also, you can just simply prepare, you can just get into the option is called report. At the same time, if you want to prepare any PPT in Latic, you can just press Beamer. There are some more templates is also available. If you could get into the option that is wizard. So here if you press quick start, so here you could see if you press it, if you want to prepare letter or book or Beamer, you can just simply press OK. Automatically you will get to know the template of the required document. Okay, so if at the same time if you want to customize the size of your document, okay, so that is provided as a geometry option. So here if I want to customize my document size with the height, width, at the same time margin size, page margins, so you can just easily customize your document and then you can import your template. Okay, so here I have just imported one Latex template of article. First I need to save this. In one of my folder. Okay, I am going to save in the folder that is Latex webinar. So here I can just give one name about that tech document as that may be check. Okay, so okay, so here I have saved the file. So here there will be options to compile the tech, that is here there is a build and view options. Okay, so that is if you press it, first time it takes time to generate as a PDF. So here you have got parallelly one window was opened, that is your produced PDF. So here I can just give one title, see, so like Latex webinar. Okay, so once if I press, so F5 that are build and view options, you can just generate it as a PDF. Okay, so this is the way to import article from your already existing tech templates. Okay, so in other compilers you could not see this kind of options. That's why I'm just preferring to use Text Studio software, so which is available as an open source software. I'll be just providing the link to download the software. At the same time I'll be providing the link to download the Latex Distribution, which will be the backbone of to compile this tech document, that is Text Studio. Okay, in this I just wanted to insist you only two things. One is preamble part, that is So sorry. So whatever you are going to just feed or you are going to configure before to the begin document part, that is called preamble part. One more part is, that is actual content whatever you are going to feed as a tech document, that is called body of the LaTeX. Okay, that is from begin document till end document. So in this you have just learned two things. One is preamble part of the tech document, second one is body of the content, that is you are going to write text in the document from the part slash begin document till slash end document. Okay, I just wanted to go back to the presentation slides. Okay, so here simply I am going to copy down this sample LaTeX. I just wanted to show to you one thing. After that, afterwards I will just explain to you how to write mathematical equations. So here, so sorry. So already it was there with the begin document and then end document. So simply it is needed to copy the only part, the formula of this document. So here it should be pasted after the session part. Okay, so here if you compile it, see, you could see the output of the text whatever I have pasted there. Okay, fine. So here it was there already title. So if you want to give the author name, you can just type here some of the author name. If you just compile it, you could see author name. So likewise you can give abstract content, abstract. Okay, next. So it's a quite easier process. Next, what is a major advantage which is available in LaTeX? I just wanted to show an example which derived from my presentation slides. Okay, so in Word it is always needed to worry about the white spaces. For example, if I am copying this text from my presentation, see here you could find there are some white space errors. So here I just wanted to paste it in Word. So whatever your content copied from somewhere, if you paste it in your Word, it will be retained with the white space errors. But if you copy the same and then if you paste it in LaTeX, you could see the miracle. Yeah, you can see the wonder of this compiler. Yeah, see in the compiler there it was retained with white space errors, but you could see the output of this LaTeX. Yeah, see there it was just generated as a PDF without the white space errors. So that is a major advantage, at the same time beauty of the LaTeX compiler. It will not consider white space errors. It will produce one highly professional text as a PDF file. But here you could not see the feature in your Word. Yeah, okay. Okay, in which I just wanted to intimate you one more thing. Okay, so here I have just generated this paragraph. So in which if I wanted to break one line forcefully, I need to use here, I should not just give a enter whatever I am just using in Word, but it should not be like. So here I should use either double slash to force generate as a new line, or you can use slash new line command. So it is recommended to use double slash, that will be the easier one. So after this, see here you could see that, see it was forcefully just created one more line after this, for example. So because of this double slash command. So you can use instead of double slash, you can use here slash new line command also. That also will give the same response in your output. So yeah, so far you are just learnt about just layout of the Latic. So here we are going to just see about how to content wise you are going to prepare Latic. I just wanted to go back to the presentation slide. Yeah. First we are going to see how to create a sectioning, at the same time table of contents in your Latic. So here, so this section was simply named as just section slash section. So here if you want to give the name like introduction, okay, so once if you could compile it, so it was named as introduction. So likewise you can just create multiple number of sections. So here I could see the font size will be the smaller one, but it shows like in another window like a small, but if you could see as a separate PDF, so it will show in a proper way. See now I feel better, okay. So but just to show in a separate window, it shows like a smaller one, but if you could extract as a PDF, it will be the normal font size. If you want to extend the size of the article, you can just simply give here like 12 point or 14 point, whatever may be the point required. After that, if you compile it, you can see the slight difference in the size of the font, okay. Yeah, I can come back to the section creation. So here I was just created the introduction section. So if you want to create one more section, I can just simply copy down and then paste it over here. I can give the name like preliminary parts, preliminaries. See here you have got like a preliminary section. Likewise you can create the multiple number of sections like main results. Yeah, main results. So if I want to create one subsections like that may be the number should start from 3.1 or 3.2. So here I should use the code that is a simple one, that is subsection. So once if you have started to type, it automatically shows. So there you can just click that subsection. So here just basic results. So after this, if we compile it, I could just generate as a basic results with the enumeration number like 3.1. So again, if you could copy this and then paste it over here like basic results 2. Just roughly I have given one subsection name like basic results to. So likewise, it is not needed to give the manual enumeration, it automatically gives the enumeration. That is the beauty of these LaTeX. Everything will be just generated as a extracted as a PDF with a highly coded, like a programming language. It is not needed to worry about to give as a code. It is a basic usage English only will be there behind. Once if you started with, you will be enjoying to Techify. Okay, next last section is conclusion. Yeah. Yeah, I have just given the name like a conclusion. So see, it was generated with conclusion section. See, in just 1 minute, we have prepared one template about article to submit in any academic journal. So here I just wanted to ask you, is there any guess how to just wanted to hide the enumeration of this subsection? So there is a easier one. Here, if suppose if I want to hide this number like 3.2, simply I need to use star, that's it. Okay, I should put here star, automatically the numbers are hidden here. Likewise, you can follow the same thing star type in your major sections title also. Like if I just put here star in the section, see, if you compile it, it has gone the number. Okay, so in just 1 minute you can prepare one article template. After this, you can just start feeding the text, whatever the content it was there already existing. You can just simply copy down and then paste it over here. It can just execute as a well defined executable manner. Okay, I can go back to the slides. Okay, so here I could see some dollars are there. What is dollar? What is the role of dollar in LaTeX? I am going to show to you by copying the source code and then I can paste it in the LaTeX. Yeah, so here if you are going to paste any just text document like text words, it is not needed to give in like a quotes with dollars. If you want to insert any math mode text like V or K, something whatever may be the required, so there it should be given between the dollars. So if you would compile it, you can see the magic. Like see, so automatically it is italicized. See, V and then PV equal to K, it was italicized. So that is the beauty of this. So here I have just shown the passage which contains both the tick mode at the same time math code. I can go back to the presentation. Yeah, so now we are going to just discussing about how to itemize your content, at the same time how to enumerate your contents. So that is comes under formatting list. So in your Word you could see that itemize at the same time descriptions. So in LaTeX how it is going to be. Okay, so if you want to itemize any text, so there it is needed to begin with slash begin. I need to give itemize. So once if I press it, automatically it shows the body of the format. Like there you can give some item Likewise, I need to copy this, or I can type. So likewise, so I could even copy the same and then I can paste it over for my convenience sake. Okay, after paste it, if I compile it, see, it was automatically arranged in a well formatted, like itemized formatted. So you may rise on question like, so how to give the enumeration to this? Simply I can copy this, or I can just give manually, like begin enumeration, just begin enumerate. So it is not needed to write once again, so I can just simply copy down the text which was already used for itemize. I can paste it over here, and then if I compile it, I could see here automatically enumerates. So this is comes under formatting list in your tech. Okay, one more thing. If suppose if you want to bold some text, for example, I just wanted to just bold this respective name, like world's law. So here I can just simply select the text, whatever the content is required to bold. You can use the option like bold. So automatically it converts as a code. It is not needed to memorize any codes. It was already feeded with the easier mode. Like if I wanted to give some italics to this word, you can just use here text like a symbol, like italic symbol. So it will be the features whatever there already in Word. So it is a user friendly only. So if we could compile the file, you can see the generation of the PDF. See here. Yeah, it was bolded, it was italicized. Okay. So at the same time, you can find some features like left alignment, center alignment, and then right, that is right alignment. So if I wanted to do this particular passage into the center alignment mode, I can just simply select the passage and then I can give this option. So after this, if I could compile the file, I could see the compiler execution. See, it was just aligned in a center mode. So these are the features which was already feeded with the options. So you can just try out some more features. Okay, I can go back to the presentation. Okay. Okay, so far you have just discussed about how to format your text by using itemize mode, at the same time enumerate mode. At the same time, how we can feed the text mode with the math equations by using dollars. Okay. Next, we are going to deal with how to insert the images. Okay. So it is not needed to memorize any codes. You can just simply use the options which was provided in Text Studio. Okay, I can go back to the Tech Compiler, Text Studio. So here I just need to fix the position to insert the image. I am going to insert the image after this text. So I can just press here enter. So simply I should go there, wizards options. So I am going to insert the figure. Simply I can drag and then I could browse the file and then import the image. That will be the easier option, which is specially provided in Text Studio. Okay, I can browse the image. Before that, make sure you are supposed to save your file, whatever image you are going to feed in your text document. That should be saved wherever your text file is saved. That you are supposed to confirm that. After that, you can just simply, okay, So here I was loaded the image. After that I need to give OK. See, it was converted as a code. It is not needed to memorize any codes like /include graphics. Just you can browse the figure wherever your image was stored. Okay. After this, just run the file. See, here it was shown with errors. Okay. So here you should find what is error there. Usually if you want to insert any image, there is one package is required, that is quite normal. So you are supposed to use a package to insert the image, that is package name is called graphics, that you should know it, graphics. Okay. So after this, simply I can compile it. See, it was generated. Yeah, beautifully the figure was fed here. Okay. So you can do some alignments of this image size by increasing the image size or decreasing the image size by reducing it. If I want to reduce the size, so I can just give some size like, so after this, see, so it was reduced the size. So this is the feature to insert the image. It is quite easier one. I just wanted to repeat the same. Make sure your figure file must be saved in the respective file, whatever your text document where it is saved. It must be saved in the respective folder of your text. That is a prior one. Okay, I just go back to your presentation slide. Okay, now I believe that now you are well understood how to insert the images in Latic by using your procedure of Latex Studio. So now we can get into how to insert the tables in your Latic. Okay, so here I can go back to the part of text compiler, Text Studio. Okay, in which first I need to fix the position of the table must be placed. So here again I can go back to the wizard. Sorry. Yeah. In this wizard I can see quick tabular. Okay. So if you press it, it will be asked, see, how many number of columns are required, how many number of rows are required. You can fix randomly like 3 columns are required. For example, 4 rows are required. Okay. So after this, so it was generated. So you can just give some names of the first row title. You can just feed the text, whatever may be the things. Simply you can just press the place. Okay. Yeah, I was feeded something to compensate the columns, cells. Okay. Next, so after this, simply I can press OK. After this, it was generated as a code. It is not needed to memorize any codes. Simply by using your Text Studio tools, you are generated one table. If you could compile it, yeah. See here, it was generated one nice table. Yeah, you can do some alignments over here, like here, if suppose I feel that the table should be placed at the center mode. So simply I need to select the till begin end tabular. After this, I am going to use the option which was already there, that is center. Okay, so after this, if you press center, it comes beautifully in a centered alignment mode. Okay, next. So here I just wanted to show to you what are all the representation of this symbols, that is C. C represents, you can fix text should be placed at the center of the cell. I can use here, here it shows C, which means first column which should be placed as the center of the cell. Second column also should be placed as the center of the cell. Third also this looks like the same. So here if I want to use instead of C like L, okay, so you can see that difference. So here if I use here instead of C, in the table it comes in a left alignment mode. You can use instead of L, you can even use R also, that shows right alignment. Here you should understand what is that vertical line represents. Vertical line represents to just show the vertical line of the column. If suppose if I would have removed this line, you can see the compiler execution of the corresponding PDF. See, it was removed the particular column vertical line. So I need to use it. So again, so if I could compile it, so it comes with vertical line of the column. Okay, next. So here this shows about vertical line, this shows about horizontal line. Horizontal line represents to just separate the at the same time to just give the horizontal line to each rows. So here I have used horizontal lines to the remaining. If I feel like I just need to remove except the first row, for the other rows I need to remove the horizontal lines. So I can just simply remove the horizontal lines for the other rows other than the first row, like, yeah, if I could remove it. Yeah, now you can see the output. Yeah. So only for the last term it is required like a horizontal line. So you can see the execution. Yeah, this will look like this. So this line represents the vertical line. So this code represents horizontal line. So what is about that ampersand symbol? Ampersand symbol represent about to split the columns, like split the number of columns it is required. Okay, I hope I can understand your feelings. This will be 100% difficult to insert the table. Instead of that, I am just going to reveal to you one easier tool to generate table, that is by using your online tool. I am just going back to your internet, that is, yeah, in which I was saved as a bookmark. Yeah, see here you could see online LaTeX table generator. You could see the web page tablegenerator.com. Okay, I'm damn sure it will be easier to generate table as a code. Okay, so first you need to create one table. It is not needed to sign up or sign into any account. Just simply go back, get into the website. After this, file new table. It will be asked you to confirm the number of rows and then number of columns. So here I can fix like number of rows like 4, number of columns will be like 2, whatever may be, that's your convenient. After this, just simply create. So it was created with column and then rows. So simply I can press double click and then I can feed some text. Okay, so here I need to use some alignment on this table. So I can just simply press here. I need to just draw the complete line above the table. So I can just use here borders options, which are options are already you are familiar with MS Word. Completely it looks resemblance, so it is not needed to worry about this. So after this, if I want to bold the first row of this table, so I can just simply select the rows text. After this I can bold it. So at the same time, if I want to give the italics, you can use here italics. So here if you want to merge these two rows, like simply I should select the number of columns which should be merged. So I can use here, yeah, that should come in a center. So I can use this option, that is, after this simply you can press here generate. It was generated as a LaTeX code. Okay, simply you can go there, copy to clipboard. It was copied as a LaTeX code. You can paste it over here in your LaTeX code. That's it. Finished. Finish the processing of table insertion by using this online. Yeah. If I want to arrange this in a centered alignment, so simply I should select the tabular part and then I can put center option. After this, yeah, if I could run it, you could see the compiler output. So that is it was aligned in a center. So that is a way you can easily just insert table by using online tool. So there is some more features are available here. If suppose if I want to give some colors to the particular text, so I can even select the text whatever the color is needed. So I can just simply here I can just select some colors and then I can just generate this as a code. Okay, so in this manner, if you could follow the way, it will be the easier one to generate LaTeX table. Okay, I hope you are understood, well understood about to insert the images, at the same time insert the tables by using some shortcuts. It is not needed to memorize not even a single line of LaTeX commands. It could be easier to import your tables, at the same time images from your in your text studio. Okay, until now I just believe that I didn't feed you to memorize any LaTeX commands forcefully. Instead of that, you are just utilizing the features which are already there in text studio. At the same time, it can be handled text documents by using some online tools. I hope that in next few moments you will be enjoying the session because I am going to say some more online tools which will be quite useful. So just kindly do listen without fail. So I can go back to the slides. Yeah. So next, so far you are understood how to insert the figures, how to insert the table. Now how to insert the math equations in LaTeX by using some easier tools. I am going to just show to you two basic websites. So I can just go to the Chrome. 1 minute. Yeah. So in which I saved already as a bookmark. Yeah. Here you could see the first one is Detectify. Okay. You can just take down this website, it will be useful to you. So Detectify. So what is the feature of this website? So here if I want to just derive one LaTeX code, so I can just simply draw here. For example, if I want to collect the LaTeX code of alpha, so here simply by using mouse I can draw like this, instantly I can get there in the right hand side of the respective code. Simply I can copy the code and then you can paste it in your text studio. You can just see the compiler. Okay, I don't want to waste the time by copying this and then paste it into your text studio. So it is a easier one, so you can just do manually. So I can just leave this. So there are some more features. So likewise you can draw, you can get the corresponding equation symbols. You can just paste it there in your text studio. You can compile it, you can see the output. So here there are some more symbols are listed here. You can find the numerous collections of symbols here. 1 minute, I'll show the list of the symbols which are comes under like, see here they are listed, the numerous collections of symbols, among which you can pick the required one. Simply copy down and then you can paste it there in your Latic. At the same time they will be mentioned you the what is the package you are supposed to use here for this particular symbol. You need to paste there in your TIC file the respective package also. Okay, so this is one way to insert the symbols in your Latic. I just need to show to you one more thing, that is code cards. Okay, that is also one more way to insert the Latex symbols. Yeah. Yeah. So here, so if you get into this website, the appearance of this website will be like this. So here you can find the list of symbols, at the same time notations, whatever you are familiar with practiced already in math type and equation mode. So everything was inbuilt as a Latex codes. Simply you can just press it over here, like some, if I want to insert like double integration, simply I can press it over here like double integration from A to B. So after this I can just simply copy down and then paste it back into your TIC compiler. You can get the output. So this is one way to get the output in an easier way. So here you could find there are some functions related to trigonometry, inverse, whatever may be the required part. You can pick the respective one. So it will be familiarized already, you had practiced in your math type, so it will not be difficult to you. So you can just take down this website also, code cards. Okay, this will be quite useful to you to insert math equations, math symbols, functions, whatever may be. Okay, there is one more feature is also available in Text Studio. Okay, I just wanted to show that. Yeah, so he can go to the wizards. So they will be provided Math Assistant. So the appearance of box will be there like so. For my convenience sake, I just need to extend the size. Yeah. So here if I want to insert some equation by using a mouse, so simply I can just draw like this. For example, I equal to 1 to n. See here it was generated as a code. Simply you can just press insert, automatically it was inserted as a code. So I hope you will be enjoyed by drawing like this. You can get the output. So I can fix the position of math type, math text, whatever required in your text document. If you compile it, you can get the part. Okay, that's it. So so likewise you can just see here you can get some output about this. So likewise I just need to repeat this. So here you can see one feature is called Math Assistant. By using that you can draw the required part by writing, by using mouse, you can get the output. Okay, this is one way of insert your equations in a easier mode. Okay, next one more thing. So you'll be enjoying this. Yeah, I can go back to the slides. Yeah, which is MathPix. This is quite 100% it will be useful to you. So just take down this website. I can go back to the Chrome. So yeah, so I'm going to open that web page, that is MathPix. Yeah, I can directly type here mathpix.com. yeah, mathpix.com. yeah, mathpix.com. So here you can just scan the respective PDF or whatever may be the appeared in your screen of your desktop. It automatically converts as a LaTeX comments. That is highly featured of this software. You can even download this as a software to your desktop, or you can create an account at online by using sign up. Is a free version only, and then you can just do this process in online mode also. So I was downloaded this software already. So I just wanted to show to you how to scan the file from the PDF. Also you can just scan the handwritten notes also. You can convert as a LaTeX comments. So I just show to you. Yeah. So the software appearance will be like this. Yeah, will be like this. So now I am going to open this. Yeah, initially it takes time to open. Yeah, it was opened. After this, my plan is going to scan this particular part of this PDF. That is, I am going to simply scan this part. Okay, scan this part. I need to get to derive this part as a LaTeX code. So I can go back to the math snipping tool here. I can just simply press it over this option. After this, it will be asked you to fix a place, like, yeah, 1 minute, sorry. Yeah, so I can just press it here. I can simply select the part what is required to convert as a LaTeX command. See here, it is beautiful one. It was converted as a LaTeX code. Simply you can press this to copy this code, and then you can paste it over there in. See, you can see there will not be any difference between this and then the originally PDF document. Similarly, you can even convert the handwritten notes also, convert as a LaTeX comments. So I am going to paste this copied text commands in Text Studio. Okay, so simply I am going to paste it over here. So I was placed there. So for others, it is required to paste on package AMS Math to insert any mathematical mode alignments. So here I was simply pasted here mathematical text whatever I have scanned through MathPix snipping tool. After this, if I compile it, see beautifully it was placed in the PDF. So I hope you could see this. Now you could not see the difference between the PDF what I have scanned from the PDF and then the executed file. So I hope by using this tool you will be enjoying to just type instead of typing. You can just simply scan or take a photo. You can convert as a LaTeX comments. This will be the easier tool to insert any mathematical equations. So here I just wanted to insist you one more thing. If suppose if you want to insert any images, there it is required to use a package called graphics. If suppose if you want to insert any mathematical equations, or if you want to do some alignments in mathematical mode, so that time you are supposed to use AMS math package. That is you are supposed to keep in mind. So here only then your mathematical code will be executed, otherwise it shows an error. For example, if I would have removed this particular part, so here you can consider it is not uploaded the package. So if I executed the file, 100% it shows an error like environment error. Okay, whenever the TeX compiler shows an error like environment error, no? That time you are supposed to keep careful. There is 100% there is some packages are missing. So that time it is needed to insert the package, that is your AMS math package. So after inserting that, if you could compile it, so there it will not show any error. Okay, it excited process excited normally. Okay, so with it I just needed to show one more tool, that is you could use the same MathPix tool in your Android device. That Android app name is called Snip. I just wanted to show to you one video which I have taken from my mobile. So here I could not show my mobile to the screen, so that's why I was just already pre-recorded one video. So I'll just show the video, just keep watching the video carefully. Here it shows the, yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, this is the software name is called Snip. You can just easily download this software from the Play Store. I was already installed the software. Yeah. So here there is one feature is called lively. You can just take a snap from any paper which you have written already. You can just simply take a photo, or lively you can just show the page snap. You can get the LaTeX codes. See here. So once if you could see this, it is after captured, it is needed to select the region of your LaTeX code is required. Once if you have selected the region, it automatically convert as a LaTeX command. That's it. The same work was done at Android device itself, that is by your phone itself. After this, if you could copy the text, you can simply paste it in your mail. You can just share through your mail. You can from the mail you can pick that, you can paste it in your TeX compiler. So that is a feature you will be enjoyed surely if you could use this Android app. So I believe that it is also available in Mac Apple device also. Yeah. So this is one way to insert. There is one more way to just by uploading your PDF from your mobile phone, a file manager, you can just easily convert the complete page of the PDF. You can convert as a LaTeX commands. Okay, so there is a last option in this Android device, like you can just simply draw in. There is an option is called draw. So if you could use it, you can just simply draw the required math equation. After that drawing that, it automatically converts as a LaTeX command. See here I have just practiced on math equations. So it takes time to scan it. After that, it will just show this as a LaTeX command. So these are 3 features are available in this Android app. It is advisable to you can follow this. Yeah, that's it. You have I hope you are enjoy the session, the part 1. Yeah, that's it about the first session. I believe that I have feeded some knowledge about the layout of the latex structure. At the same time, we had just discussed about different kind of environments like itemize, enumeration, create sectioning. We are also just discussed about how to insert the figures, how to insert the table by using online tools, at the same time offline tools which is available in Text Studio. Also we had discussed on the topic like how we can insert the math equations in easier tools by using snipmax, mathpix. So likewise by drawing something like. So we are all dealt with the kind of concepts today. So we will be just sharing the entire documents whatever just discussed today's session. It will mail to you shortly once the session gets over. After this, it is advised you to install the software as given in the procedure. I'll just share the link to download the software. Download the software, install the software, and then you should have at least practice on the today's session. Then only the session will be fruitful to you. Okay, LaTeX is not a complicated language. It depends on your hands how much you are putting effort to learn it. Okay, so I hope that you will be following that. Just kindly do practice on these today's class and then come back to the tomorrow's class. Okay, it will not be answerable to all the questions whatever you are just typed as a comments. So anyway, you just bear with it. If there is any major doubt, you just mail to the organizer mail ID. If there is any possibility, surely we'll just answer to your questions. It will post into the tomorrow's class. Okay, thank you so much for your patience listening about this today's class. Thank you.